Hello and welcome to the in-depth series section of Drishti IAS. I'm Aisha, and in today's episode we will be discussing about the point of eggshell skull rule. So what is the eggshell skull rule on which the Supreme Court has just given its response? So about the eggshell skull rule. First of all, about the points of discussion, first we'll be looking at the news, then what is eggshell skull case, about its origin, what is the case as of now, Supreme Court's rule, and in the end a prelims practice question. Topic is of relevance from General Studies paper 2, that is polity section. What becomes important is that we all know that many a times we see UPSC asking the terms which remains in news. So eggshell skull rule can be asked in that sense. So the news talks about Supreme Court rejects application of eggshell skull rule in a case. So Supreme Court has rejected a application which was based on the eggshell skull rule. What is this legal principle? So what is it all about? Let's see. And what has happened recently is that a district consumer forum in a medical negligence case has given the compensation of rupees 5 lakh to a female, while the state and central consumer court incorrectly applied the eggshell skull legal principle. So what has happened recently is, see, the case is about a lady. So see, let me just tell you about the case also. So this is the case that in the year 2005, there is a lady named Jyoti Devi. So she went to the hospital to have her operation of appendix. So the appendix was removed, and this happened in Himachal Pradesh. So the surgery was a planned one, as there was no problem in this, and appendix removal of appendix and appendix problem is also a normal one. But what became a problem was that her abdominal pain did not went. It did not subside and it went on to happen. So what happened was that the lady, that is Jyoti Devi, even after getting operated, appendix operation, and when the pain was not subsiding, so she went on to different hospitals, and then in the end she found out that there was a 2.5 centimeter foreign body in her abdomen, and that foreign body was a needle. So, and the needle was left behind in her abdomen when her appendix operation took place. So this was a problem, and this is the case. So what happened was that she went on to the hospital, but the hospital did not listen to her. So she went on to the district consumer forum for compensation, and in the end she was awarded rupees 5 lakh compensation for medical negligence, as during our operation the left behind, so the needle was left behind, and this was considered a medical negligence. And on the principle of eggshell rule, she was awarded rupees 5 lakh, but she was not satisfied because of compensation of rupees 5 lakh, because she said that during her time period of appendix operation and then moving from one hospital to another hospital to see that why her abdominal pain has not subsided, so she has spent much more than what she has been compensated. And then the hospital moved the district consumer forum, and then what happened was that the state forum gave a compensation of rupees 1 lakh. So the female, that is the Jyoti Devi, then went against the state forum to the national forum, and then they gave the compensation of rupees 2 lakh. And then in the end the case went to the Supreme Court. So the case reached the Supreme Court, and Supreme Court in the end restored the district forum decision on the compensation, and that decision was on the compensation of rupees 5 lakh. And the Supreme Court in the end also said that the district forum or the state forum, that what they did was that the principle that they applied of egg shell skull was not applicable, as this was a case of medical negligence. So the Supreme Court restored the district forum decision of rupees 5 lakh compensation and said that the other two courts has awarded a paltry and unjust sum even while they applied the eggshell skull rule. So in the end the 5 lakh compensation was given. So this is about the case. Now let's get back to what is eggshell skull rule. So now about the eggshell skull rule. So see, I'll tell you in a very basic and an easy way. Now what happened is that we all have a skull. Now skull, what it does, it protects our brain, as skull is a hard substance which is very difficult to be destroyed. Now what is its job? Its job is to protect the brain. Now on the other hand, imagine eggshell. So eggshell is very fragile and it is very soft in nature and it can be destroyed very easily. Now this is the principle. This is the basic principle. Now what happens is that the eggshell skull rule talks about, now imagine there is this one human being and there is this second human being, and now the second human being, for example, is suffering from any kind of medical condition, but the first one is not aware about the medical condition of the second one, and then the first person unintentionally does something which the second person is already suffering from that medical condition, and the first person does something unintentionally that the medical condition of the second person worsens. So it becomes even bad and worse. So what happens is, even though the first person is unaware, but unintentionally it has harmed the second person. And now this is all about the eggshell skull rule. This is what the eggshell skull rule says, that even the worsening of the condition from bad to worse, when the one person is not aware about the second person. So in that case, the eggshell skull rule helps in getting the compensation, enhanced compensation. So it is basically about getting the enhanced compensation. So the basic term and the basic thing that you have to remember is that the eggshell skull rule helps in getting the enhanced compensation. So it is a common law applied in civil litigation, and the defendant would be held responsible for injuries caused to a person when he hit him on the head, even if the victim had a particularly delicate skull or an eggshell for a skull. So see, do not go on the typical lines which are written, because I have written this because they are exactly given like that only. You just have to understand what is the logic behind it and what is the importance or the significance of it. So to getting the enhanced compensation is what is the significance. So it actually talks about a person who has an eggshell skull would be more severely impacted by an act which an otherwise normal person would be able to withstand. Now in this case only, imagine a person who does not have a medical condition, and then the first one performs the same act. So the second one, because he or she is not suffering from an medical condition, might be able to withstand the action and nothing happens. While if a person has a medical condition and the first person does something which even worsens the condition, then in that case it becomes a problem. So this is what happens in this case. So if the person does not have a prior medical condition, that person would be able to withstand the action, while on the other hand, if the person do not if the person is suffering from a prior condition, then the person might not be able to withstand the action. So the rule is applied for claiming an enhanced compensation. So this rule, that is the eggshell skull rule, is basically for getting more compensation, that is getting enhanced compensation, that because we were already suffering from a prior condition and our condition have become even more worse, so we need enhanced compensation as compared to other people who are not suffering from prior condition and who might have withstand the actions. So this rule is applied for claiming an enhanced compensation or for damage that is more than what could have been ordinarily anticipated to be caused by the defendant. So this is basically the eggshell skull rule. So understand it in an easy way. I'll be telling you about more examples also in the coming slide, but basically remember it is for getting an enhanced compensation. Now how this rule was originated. So the origin of the eggshell skull rule are most often traced back to an 1891, that is Wasbury versus Putney case in the United States of America. So this rule originated in the US. So what happened was that there was an incident which took place at a school when a 12-year-old boy kicked a 14-year-old boy. Now what happened in this case? So the 14-year-old boy was already suffering from problems in his leg, but the 12-year-old boy who kicked the 14-year-old boy, and after the 12-year-old boy kicked the 14-year-old boy, it was not intentional. They were in a school and they were playing. So the already persisting problem in the leg, it got worsened, and in the end what happened was that the 14-year-old boy had to lose his leg, and that is how severe the condition became. But in this case, the 12-year-old boy did not do anything intentional. Now what happened in this case is that the eggshell rule, in this case what happens is, now imagine that the 14-year-old boy was already suffering from the problem, and that is why the situation became so worse. If there would have been someone else who might not be suffering from the condition, medical condition, then there are high chances that the other person might have withstand the kick which the 12-year-old boy did. Now here is the problem, that in this case whether the 12-year-old boy should be punished or not. So this has also been referred to as the thin skull rule. So what happened is that in the eggshell rule, what became prominent with this, that a compensation of enhanced level should be given in this case. Then what happened in India as of now, because of which the eggshell rule came to news, I just discussed it with you, said that the case of the Jyoti Devi, and in the end what happened was that the Supreme Court gave the compensation of rupees 5 lakh, and what the Supreme Court said was that the eggshell skull rule would not apply in Jyoti's case, as in Jyoti's case the already persisting problem did not exist. Before her appendix operation, she was not suffering from any medical problems. Case do not indicate that she had a pre-existing vulnerability or medical condition because of which the victim may have suffered unusual damage. So the Supreme Court has said that the eggshell skull rule does not apply in this case, and that is why the enhanced compensation which the female was seeking of around rupees 20 to 25 lakh, that could not be given, and in the end the Supreme Court gave the compensation of rupees 5 lakh on the basis of medical negligence. So this case was of medical negligence basically. And the two factors which necessitated enhancing the compensation from rupees 1 lakh and 2 lakh to 5 lakh was that Jyoti had suffered pain for more than 5 years, and the case took more than a decade to be decided. So because her time also went and she was suffering from pain for 5 years, on this note, the compensation was enhanced from 1 lakh to 2 lakh and then from 2 lakh to 5 lakh. So this is what the Supreme Court has said, and this was basically about the medical negligence. And on the basis of egg-shell rule, enhanced compensation can be given. Now in the end, the prelims practice question, and people need to tell me the answer in the comment section. Which of the following best describes the egg-shell skull rule? That is, it is a common law principle applied in civil litigation. Rule is applied for claiming an enhanced compensation. Both A and B or none of the above. So give me the answer in the comment section, and that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time, keep reading, keep writing, and keep subscribing to the channel. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.